That does not look like, that's totally gonna fall off. Yeah, I'm getting this feeling. 10-inch mini racks, so hot right now. Hey there, I'm Jacob. Today is gonna be kind of a 2-in-1 video. So first off, in a few months, I'm leaving for about 6 months to go to some military training. And it's not like, you know, off in the jungle type of military training. It's a cybersecurity course that I'm going to, and it's gonna take about 6 months. And so I'm a little sad that I'm gonna have to leave all of my Homelab equipment. And so I just kind of want to spin some gears on some stuff to do. So along with that, I'm going to be reacting today to some fun stuff that I see on the Homelab subreddit. And so yeah, with that, gonna get some ideas and react to Homelabs. Let's dive into it. All right, let's start off with this one and see what we get. Well, that's obviously not going with me on military training, but this dude's setup is clean. Look at that. That looks great. Yeah, that looks really good. Okay, I've been seeing more and more of these 10-inch racks. I'm probably gonna go with something like that, unless I can go even smaller. But yeah, these are looking pretty cool. Looks like this guy's got a Ubiquiti switch in there. He's got, I don't know, some type of mini PC. Is that a, can't tell if that's a RaspberryPi. Yeah, so something like this might work. This is honestly like twice as big as I would want to go. That could be something. All right. Oh my gosh. Is this guy's router just like, oh, okay, so this must be like a T-Mobile or Verizon or like a cell carrier ISP modem. I get that. That's nice, and that's what my attic looks like too. Nice and spooky. That does not look like, that's totally gonna fall off. There's no way that thing doesn't, well, I guess, I mean, if no one touches it, but that's gonna fall. Dang, this dude's been working. Good cable management. Nice lights. Yeah, that's how we all start, with a single PC. My first like home lab was an old HP Inspiron, I think. Sat down in my parents' basement. It was on Wi-Fi too. Ooh, I'm liking where this is going. First mini server, 8 gigabytes with the M.2. So like kind of my biggest need for a server while I'm at the training, I think, is I want like a NAS. Because when I'm editing video projects, it's just nice to have the storage off device. And then to also kind of back that up between my home NAS. And then my plan with this after the fact is to leave it at my parents' house or a friend's house or something, so it can be like an offsite backup. The problem is there's no redundancy on your data. You've got the one M.2, but I like that. That's cute. Is there anything he isn't running? I think that's the point, that there isn't anything he isn't running. He's got his UPS, Microsoft server, Hyper-V, Cisco VMware. The only problem is, where do you sit at this? I guess that's not the point, right? But that one's not going with me. Okay. Oh boy, that's a lot of GPUs. Yeah, sitting on top of my coffee table in the living room. Loud, yeah, no kidding. These server fans do not try to be quiet. Does it say Titan? So that's like a 10 series, I think, right? All right, that's not going with me. Yeah, I'm getting this feeling. 10-inch mini racks, so hot right now. Definitely seeing a lot of people using those, and I get it, right? Like if you don't have a lot of space, if you're in an apartment, which I will be, like potentially even a hotel. So 10 inch is like definitely on my mind. I love that. This is a clean setup. I like that power management so you can see where everything is. I wonder what all of these are going to. I mean, he has 1, 2, 3, 4 devices here. That's probably the rest of his house. It's a clean setup. So, imagine you're walking along and suddenly someone installs 16 gigabytes of RAM on you. Oh boy. Okay, here's another 10-inch rack. You know, these, I mean, everyone uses these like mini PCs, The problem I have with the mini PCs is the power brick is just always annoying. I like the cluster of Pis. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I like where this is going, the 10-inch rack. I probably, again, would only go half as big as that. One thing I'm also really trying to do, or trying to figure out, is the network situation. I don't want to have to like buy my own ISP connection while I'm down there. So if there's some way to like pass through Wi-Fi to whatever lab I have and then maybe broadcast back out, so that when I connect in, I have my closed mini network, almost like a secondary NAT, potentially using Wi-Fi. And then if I need, I can use like my phone's hotspot if I'm in like a really weird situation. But yeah, I don't know if that's like a big thing to do. That's one thing I might consider doing, and I might have to just chain a couple of Raspberry Pis together to do that. That's a good idea. Let's keep looking here. What if they're a female coming into your home lab? I mean, you just being mean. I need to put this to my kids, except for it'll be like, stay away from server room, otherwise you don't get to play Nintendo. Nice cluster. The screen is there just to impress my non-technical friends. Yeah, it looks like he's got like the Matrix. I dig it. That's cool. Something like that might be what I need to do. Should I respond to this guy? P110-100 in R730. Has anyone know if this works and where to find the right power cable to do it? Sorry, friend. Yeah, I mean, again, something like this could work if I could support a few more drives out of it. But I kind of need it to be fairly fast because I edit videos from it. And occasionally do like some data processing type stuff. So, I mean, I'm happy to let stuff sit for a while it loads, but while I'm working on it, it needs to be pretty quick. Well, this is looking sick. So he's got two mini PCs here, some sort of NAS situation. At least those look like drive bays, so I don't know what he's got behind that, but he's got a switch and then some cable management. And those faceplates look dope. Lab racks. Yeah, this is probably about the size that I want to take. Like something that I could fit into a suitcase without like causing too much trouble. It's got the cooling. Ooh, the glass side panel. That looks really good. I'm gonna save this one. Bloop. On the box. You did start somewhere. You know, that's an idea. Taking an old laptop and using that. So one problem I imagine I'll have with a laptop, I have an old laptop that I could potentially use. It's pretty old though, and I'd need to upgrade the storage because it only has a fairly small storage. I don't remember exactly how much. But in the BIOS, there's not a setting to automatically turn back on if the power goes off, which obviously, you know, it's a laptop, but for whatever reason, if it shuts down, I want it to come back on. So that's my problem with like Homelabs out of laptops, unless someone, you know, maybe it depends on the laptop, unless there's some way to make it automatically turn back on. And part of me worries with, you know, really old laptops, old batteries just sitting there running indefinitely. I just worry that a laptop would, you know, the battery would begin to expand or get hot or something. I don't know. That just spooks me a little bit. Let's see. Oh, it looked like a 10-incher for a second, but Remy. We've got Remy sitting on there. This dude has a lot of networking. Oh, okay. That's just a 48 port switch. And what is this? So he's got 3 switches. 2 switches in the Dream Machine. That's a nice setup. Well, let's see. So he's got like a cluster of Pis, and then I don't know if these are like Zima blades or something, Zima boards. And then 4 of these. This guy's got a lot of compute there. I wonder what he's doing with all those. What is this guy? No case fans required. Yeah, good point. But he still mount fans? I mean, the hard drives are gonna cool okay. I mean, they're up on stands, so they're not gonna like build up too much heat. Maybe I'm wrong. No case fans, but you still mount case fans. That looks fun. I respect the art project. Ooh, I am digging that. Okay, so this guy's got his router, and that's kind of where I'm going with this. Got the 3 mini PCs. That's probably like a mini ATX machine down there. That's kind of cool. Some spooky buttons. And then a NAS. We gotta look at what this guy did with his NAS. Let's see. So this must be, okay, this is what he has behind here. Nice looking mini PC. Oh, and he puts the power supply down below. That's cool. Dang, I'm loving this. This is sweet. And then this looks like his NAS situation. Can I zoom in on this? What is he? Is this just like a JBOD? No, that's a, so he does have a Pi. How is he getting enough power for those hard drives? Let's see if he talks about it. Data center manager Barbie sold separately. So if I find a SATA Pi hat, okay, well that would work for like smaller. I wish he showed the top of this. Does he? That might be what he has. The perfect NAS server solution. This could be another good option. Oh, okay, so is that how he's getting his power then? Is there a barrel jack on the side of that? Yeah. Okay, so this must be fairly close to what he's running. Molex 4-pin. Okay, yeah, okay, this is starting to make sense. If this is what he's running, and then you get a Molex splitter. Okay, yeah, okay, I'm really liking this setup right here. Low power, you can get a high amount of storage. I gotta save this one. Got another mini rack. Nothing's racked though. Is this just like one of those things you like, yeah, this is just like a thing you slide a drive into and then it USBs over to a PC. Oh, what happened there? Let's read. What did he do? Oh, so he did that on purpose, but then was trying to break it out. All right, nice try, looks good. You know, I could just bring a PC, like a mini PC. I have a mini PC case, so I could just build a PC in there. I don't know if it has a lot of hard drive bays. That's not as fun though. Okay, just a random PC. Getting there slowly. This dude's got some serious storage. Power hungry for a getting there. When I see this, the first thing that comes to my mind is this consumes a lot of power. I could be wrong, but old enterprise stuff it just eats so much power. So does he have these? Okay, so we got a mini PC stack of mini PCs. He's got them on this stand here. I don't know if they're like fastened down to that stand. It does not look like it. But if you did have a stand that, you know, if they were fastened down, I don't see why that wouldn't work. I'm gonna look at like maybe 2 more. And then I think I got some good stuff. Stopped working as a network engineer and missed it. So this is just networking, but I like the thought of this. I mean, this looks like an enclosed case. He's got his cloud key. I don't know why he has a cloud key, and that looks like a cloud gateway fiber or something. Yeah. And a switch. Nice. Yeah, let's see, does he say which case he's using? I don't see it here. Ooh, I like where this is going. I printed a cute little rack for my Proxmox cluster. Yeah, heck yeah, that looks sweet. I could do something like that. Just take a couple mini PCs. Server's crashed, where's the backup? On the server, yeah, create 2 VMs. Proxmox, 100 NAS, 101 NAS backup. Yeah. Okay, this is the last one I'm looking at. Yeah, I haven't talked about like an Intel NUC type thing. I think that's more compute than I need. Like, I really don't need a lot of compute. Okay, so, you know, after what I've seen here, I think I've got some really good ideas. The 10-inch racks, they seem to be very popular. So probably gonna go the 10-inch rack way. I'm not sure what to do about the Wi-Fi pass-through. Like, you know, let me connect to the hotel Wi-Fi or the Airbnb Wi-Fi and then pass it through to my devices. I'm gonna need to do some research on there. If anyone knows some good solutions, please drop it in the comments. I could really use that. As for what I need it to run, my biggest thing is I just want a local data storage. Yeah, I want a local NAS. So I'll make a big copy of a lot of the things that I use frequently here and then take that with me. I don't think I need a lot of compute. You know, part of me is thinking maybe I do like a single mini PC in there just to like, you know, host a game server or do some data crunching or something, but you can also do that from a Raspberry Pi just fine. There's nothing I do that has to be so fast that I can't just, you know, let it run slowly or run it from home, just VPN into home and use that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, please drop any comments you have down below on how you might do this. I'm gonna be gone from home for 6 months. So yeah, I kind of need some ideas on this and yeah. Anyway, have a great day. I will see you in the next one.